Businesses love a spectacle. When forcing growth, the instinct is to launch something massive, a deep discount, a viral campaign, or a massive product drop. But look closely at the math after the smoke clears. Companies pour millions into these aggressive top-of-funnel efforts, yet month after month, their core retention and growth metrics remain stubbornly flat. Leadership teams will spend weeks analyzing why their ambitious new strategy didn't take off. Meanwhile, they completely miss the tiny, microscopic fractures running right through the foundation of their daily operations. Pouring capital into aggressive customer acquisition is mathematically useless if the underlying business model quietly leaks the exact people it just paid to acquire. Customer loyalty is rarely broken by a massive systemic failure. It erodes gradually at the level of the everyday user experience through a steady accumulation of minor, barely noticeable friction points. The true culprits are mundane. It's a slow email response from support. It's a return policy requiring 3 different printed labels. Or it's overlapping sizing grids that leave buyers guessing whether a medium is actually a medium. The real danger of these hurdles is the silent exit. Most consumers experiencing this friction will never write a review or formal complaint. They simply close the tab and never come back. The customers who do endure the friction and complete their purchase end up generating immense operational drag. To handle their resulting confusion, your company has to divert huge amounts of back-end resources just to maintain baseline operations. Think about what it feels like when a transaction just works seamlessly. Psychologists call this mental ease, a state where the purchasing process requires absolutely zero cognitive load from the buyer. When a brand removes the need for problem-solving at every step, it signals that the system is functioning exactly as promised. This predictability transforms a simple transaction into a sense of reliability, the foundational building block of emotional trust. This dynamic relies entirely on human behavioral wiring. People naturally repeat actions that feel mentally frictionless and emotionally safe. If a process requires zero effort, we return to it by default. Achieving psychological comfort for the user becomes a strict operational prerequisite. It is the necessary foundation for building a sustainable, returning customer base. To see how this psychological friction converts into operational bloat, we can map it directly to your backend. When mental ease is missing, smooth customer journeys hit physical bottlenecks. Let's start with unclear sizing. Every time a customer guesses wrong, they ship the product back. That single point of confusion directly multiplies the cost of reverse logistics, warehousing, and restocking. Then we have confusing site instructions. One poorly phrased FAQ generates dozens of redundant support tickets, paralyzing your team's human capital as they answer the same question repeatedly. Finally, look at a clunky checkout sequence. Buyers drop out right at the finish line, forcing you to launch expensive retargeting campaigns. This causes your ad spend to spike upward just to recover lost ground. High-performing brands systematically isolate and eliminate these exact friction points one by one, immediately restoring the speed and efficiency of the transaction. Fixing these minor customer annoyances directly reallocates operational hours away from damage control, putting those resources straight back into the company's bottom line. Once that operational bloat is eliminated, the daily rhythm of the business permanently shifts. Teams escape the constant cycle of daily triage and reactive firefighting. The time and capital previously trapped in processing returns and answering support tickets becomes instantly available. You can aggressively redirect those resources straight into product development and market expansion. A team trapped managing back-end friction can only tread water. A team fully dedicated to long-term proactive strategy can accelerate quickly. Absolute operational simplicity on the back end provides the mechanical leverage required to drive sustainable scale on the front end. Long-term brand loyalty rarely relies on massive spikes of excitement. It thrives on consistent, boring, reliable ease. Brands that quietly and obsessively perfect the everyday, mundane aspects of a transaction naturally become entirely irreplaceable to their target market. To achieve this, audit your own business. Locate the single most common microscopic complaint your current customers mention. Do not apply a partial patch or write slightly better copy. Trace that complaint down to its origin and solve it completely at the root. Eradicating the smallest frustrations isn't just a maintenance task.
It is the process of removing the friction that holds back both your operational efficiency and your market potential.